Hello everybody and welcome to Tiger Tales, a place where you find stories and fanfictions written and read to you by your host, me, Tai Tiger. Today we're diving back into the world of Digimon Tamers 02, a different take on Digimon Tamers if you will, and a storyline where we have one person from a subgroup of Digimon Data Squad and another person who isn't involved in anything like that have to work together because more rogue Digimon popping up more and more, and it's getting serious. So, I'll leave it there as we delve in more into the story. Let's dive in with Digimon Tamers 02, Worlds Collide. Chapter 3, Getting Involved. Sebastian walked into the interrogation room, where he found Lyle sat there looking down at the table. "Dude, why you have to look so glum, man?" Sebastian told him. Lyle looked up and grinned slightly.
"Dude, who the hell let you in?"
Lyle asked with confusion. "Well, I kinda managed to confuse the dimwits to let me talk to you. Why are you being interrogated for?" Sebastian asked him.
"I had no right giving you the Digivice. They had to make sure I didn't betray them or whatever."
Lyle explained. Seb sat across from his friend and sighed. "So now what happens?" Seb asked him.
"Well, they are concerned about the Digimon we took down. Apparently it's an ongoing issue. Multiple casualties, and for the first time, we won. They haven't beat any of the rogue Digimon."
Lyle explained. "Well, I ran into another one, and this time it escaped," Seb told him.
"They want us to make a team to wipe out these rogue Digimon. In return, you can keep the D-Arc,"
Lyle said. Sebastian thought about it. The last few days had been great, and having Armadillomon back in his life was fantastic. He could not ask for a better partner. Then he looked back at Lyle. "Okay, fine, let's do it," Seb said with a sigh.
"Thought you didn't want to get involved,"
Lyle asked with a raised eyebrow. "I don't want to, but this means a lot to you, and it means I get to work with Armadillomon again," Sebastian said to him.
"Let's go talk to the boss."
Lyle nodded. Lyle then stood and knocked on the door, then an officer opened the door and led Lyle and Sebastian into another room, where Kotamon and Armadillomon sat waiting. "Hey guys, you okay?" Sebastian asked. "Yeah, I'm okay, just hanging with Kotamon," Armadillomon grinned.
"It was nice to catch up,"
Kotamon chirped.
"I'm glad, Kotemon."
Lyle smiled at him. Then someone walked into the room. It was the captain of the whole operation. "My name is Captain Stan. I'm the leader of the Task Force Purification, TFP, a subgroup of the Digimon Data Squad. I welcome you, Sebastian and Armadillomon," the captain said. "Thanks," Seb grinned awkwardly. "Now, Lyle here says you two are a good team, managed to take down a rogue Digimon, and you do it quickly," Captain Stan said. "Yeah, we do our best," Sebastian nodded. "And he told you about our offer?" Captain Stan asked. Not much different than the old one, but I guess this time's different," Sebastian replied, looking at Armadillomon. "Good news, I'm glad to hear it. You boys can go now. We'll update you when we have a target," Captain Stan told them.
"Yes, sir,"
Lyle said with a salute. Sebastian chuckled silently to himself. Then the two boys with their two Digimon partners left the room. They walked down the corridor when suddenly Sebastian stopped by an open door and walked into a storage room. There he found 3 other D-powers laid across the table. "You found the others?" he asked Lyle, who stood in the doorway.
"Yes, we did, but we have not yet found their owners. But we are trying,"
Lyle said awkwardly. Sebastian didn't say anything. He just glared at Lyle, then he pushed past him and left the room. They left the Data Squad HQ, and they carried on walking.
"Are you mad at me?"
Lyle asked him. "No, but I should be. Why haven't you given the D-powers to their owners yet?" Sebastian sighed.
"The captain doesn't like using Digimon, so we are holding on to them for now,"
Lyle told him. "But that does not stop Digimon and partners bonding. Does it? Seriously, you took it away? That stops them growing stronger, building a bond so strong it's unbreakable no matter what. Like me and Armadillomon, and you and Kotamon," Sebastian stated.
"He has a point."
Kotamon butted in. Lyle looked at Kotamon with a sharp eye. "Hey, I'm just saying, for a corporation built to fight and defend the Earth against rogue Digimon, right? You sure do it wrong," Sebastian mocked. The two boys and their Digimon carried on walking through the street when suddenly a portal opened across the street from them and a snake-like Digimon came pushing through it and slithered down the steps that led into the subway tunnels. That was a Sandiramon, Sebastian called out. Sandiramon was a large white cobra with 3 horns who wore purple armor with gold trims on it. It had gold trims on its hood and underbelly with green armor protecting them.
I forgot your walking dictionary for Digimon.
Lyle muttered with a small grin.
Let's go after it.
Kotemon cheered. Suddenly Sebastian's phone started ringing with an unknown caller ID, so he answered it. Yo! Sebastian answered. Hello, Sebastian. Captain Stan here. There's a rogue Digimon who just popped up on the monitor. It's heading to the subway tunnels, not far from you, Captain Stan told him. Yeah, we just saw it. Me and Lyle are on the move, don't worry, Sebastian told him. Then he hung up, and Lyle followed Sebastian as they bolted for the steps that led into the subway tunnels. The 2 Digimon followed suit. They entered the subway and saw a bunch of people running and screaming. I thought Digimon were meant to be invisible, Sebastian stated.
That seemed to change a few months ago.
Lyle told them. Great, I got it. Let's not even try to handle this in their current forms. Let's get in Digivolve quickly, Sebastian barked.
What do you guys think? Want to up the power of our team?
Lyle asked the 2 Digimon.
Let's give it a go before I change my mind, 'cause he is scary.
Kotemon muttered. You know I always have your back, Seb, Armadillomon jeered. Both boys nodded and pulled out their D-powers and a card. Lyle swiped his card through his D-power.
Digi-modify! Digi-evolution!
Lyle called out. Then Digi-evolution took effect as the data egg surrounded Kotemon, and inside Kotemon changed form and digivolved into something more powerful.
Kotemon Digivolve 2!
Kotemon called out as he started to digivolve. Then his evolved state burst from the egg and stood tall.
Dino-Human!
It called out. Yeah, my turn, Sebastian called out as he swiped his card for his D-power. Digi-modify! Digi-evolution! Sebastian called out. Then the Digi-evolution took effect as the data egg surrounded Armadillomon. Inside, Armadillomon changed form and evolved into something more powerful. Armadillomon Digivolve 2! Armadillomon called out. Then his evolved state burst from the egg and stood tall. Ankleomon! He called out. Alright guys, let's get this done quick, Sebastian told them.
I got your back, Ankleomon.
Dino-Human grinned. Same, back at ya, Ankleomon replied. Then Dino-Human ran at the rogue Sandiramon and swung his axe. He hit the snake head on, but Sandiramon just grunted beneath the attack. Then it swung its tail and smacked Dino-Human in the side, smacking him off his feet. Ankleomon came charging in and swung his tail, slamming it into Sandiramon's face. Sandiramon returned the attack by headbutting Ankleomon. Dino-Human jumped up and swung his blade on his wristband at the snake, but he missed. Then Sandiramon slithered with great speed and wrapped itself around Dino-Human and tightened its grip, strangling it. Let's amp up the power, Ankleomon. Let's rev this up, Sebastian called out as he pulled out a modify card and swiped it for his D-power. Digi-modify! Graphite sphere! Sebastian called out. Then Ankleomon's mace on the end of its tail started glowing and doubled in size and became a solid stone. Then Ankleomon ran at Sandiramon and swung his new upgraded tail and smashed it into Sandiramon's face, making him relinquish the grip on Dino-Human.
Our turn, Dino-Human.
Lyle called out. Then he pulled out a modify card and swiped it for his D-power.
Digi-modify! Obsidian blades!
Lyle called out. 2 black crystal swords appeared in Dino-Human's hands. Then Dino-Human ran at Sandiramon with both blades and sliced the snake with 2 powerful strikes, making the Digimon slam into the ground. Then Ankleomon jumped, flipped forward and swung his tail, bringing it down hard, slamming it into the snake's head. Then suddenly the Digimon exploded, reverting back into data, which faded away. Dino-Human and Ankleomon reverted back to their rookie Digimon forms. Yeah, nice one guys, you did it, Sebastian cheered.
Awesome job.
Lyle called out. Both boys high-fived each other as the Digimon came bounding up to them. In a void between the human world and the digital world, it started to shrink, and both worlds started seeping into one another. With only a few feet apart from each other, the void between worlds started cracking and shrinking and breaking, and the two worlds were slowly shifting into one. And there you have it, guys, another installment to the Digimon storyline. I finally figured out exactly what I want to do with this story, so look out for more of this story for sure, especially if you're a big fan of Digimon. That being said, make sure you check out Kronos on TikTok. He's the voice actor for Lyle, Digimon and Kotamon. He voices all three, and he does a superb job as well. That being said, make sure you check out the three Ranger Bros. We have Cosplay Dude 67 with Power Rangers Universe 19, Sailor Moon E, and Storytime with Cosplay Dude 67, and his YouTube channel, Nostalgia Time, and then Mark the Red Cornish Rangers Nursery Comics podcast. You can check out all the podcasts on Spotify. And of course, we have myself with this channel, Tiger Tales, but I also have two more, that being Tiger Tales The Lost Stories, a place where you'll find more stories and fanfictions just like this one, but all the stories are in the first person perspective, and I try to twist the whole idea of fanfiction. Then, of course, we also have Tiger Tales Game Over, a place where you'll find more stories and fanfictions, but all of them revolve around video games of some sort. So make sure you go check out them as well. Subscribe to this channel. Thank you all for listening, and I'll check you guys out real soon.